What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Zen Gets Red. Just coming back after a little break for school. So, decided to start playing a little bit more competitively, actually. Because, like, I've played at my locals with, like, fun decks. I've tried out the Thunder family deck. I've mixed it with Batteryman. Uh, I've been playing, like, I've tested out spell books because, like, they can be competitive. They have a nice lockdown, which I'm actually going to bring to you in another video. If we can get at least, uh, let's say, I only have 13 subscribers, which shout out to all my subscribers. Proud of all 13 of you. Um, but yeah, let's see. What's a good number? About 25. Let's get 25 likes for this video. I'll bring you guys another deck profile for my prophecy deck. As soon as my stuff gets in from Amazon, I'll be able to do that. Um, anyway, when I decided to go competitive, I wanted something that was kind of cheap and affordable. Because I don't want to waste a lot of money on a deck that for me is not gonna do well, or that I don't understand. Like, I was really attracted to Gear Karakuri's. Um, like, I really like that deck, but because of the fact that it's like more explosive, but I think eventually I'm just gonna build a Gear Machina because that looks more consistent and you can control the field a little bit better. But anyway, what I ended up going with for right now is Heroes. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get onto my deck profile. Also, I've just been like watching a lot of other Yugi tubers like Slim X Symmetry, Mega Capital G, Your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, Asian Eyes White Dragon, Star Strike Duelist. Just people like that. I actually watch them just about every time they post up a new video, especially Pro Winston. Shout out Pro Winston, top 8 worlds. Good job. Um, that's pretty much been about it. Shout out to all the people at my locals that helped me build this deck, and shout out to myself for making top 8 this time for the first time ever in my on my burst into the competitive scene. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna go into the deck profile. One Stratos. He's your recruiter for everything. Like, whatever you need in this deck as far as monsters, he can get, with the exception of 2 monsters, which is still good because we have other ways of searching them out. Next, we're playing 3 Bubble Man. I've tried out Silver Sniper, or whatever his name is, Snow Sniper, whatever. Um, he doesn't work that great for me. Um, because of the fact that your opponent has to destroy something. Bubble Man, just have nothing in your hand. Bam, you got a special summon floater. Anyway, on to the next monster. We're running, for now, 3 Alias. I'm gonna run 3 Alias. When I was watching Slim X Symmetry's A Hero Lives video last night, he actually brought up a good point, which is something that I like to believe in. Like, he didn't directly say it, but you need speed for this deck. If you outspeed your opponent, you win. So as soon as I can get 2 Cardies, I'm actually going to toss them in, or 2 or 3, and then just go down to 1 Alias. So, like, I really do like what he brought up with that point. But Alias is just here, light target, spark target, and he put in a lot of work for me this weekend. Next, the 2 monsters that I said you couldn't summon before, which actually work really well with Alias, but unfortunately when I get my Cardies, I'm going to have to take them out. Noble Knight Gawain. Noble Knight Gawain pretty much says you have a normal monster face up on the field, special summon him in defense position. This initiates so many plays. Like, a hero lives out of Stratos, have a Bubble Man in hand, get Neos Alias. I'll have him in hand too, or Noble Knight Gawain or Rhoda. Normal Alias, special Noble Knight Gawain. Set my back row, special Bubble Man. there's either that's either two exceeds that I can go into, or I can go into a Vylon de Sigma or a Shark Drake. Shark Drake puts in work, but unfortunately, I had cut him from my extra deck to make room because space is tight. Anyway, that rounds up my monsters. Next, on to the spells. 3 MSTs. I don't like my plays being disrupted. I don't like my plays being stopped. Get out of my way. MST does that. Miracle Fusion. Pretty much, yeah, I only have 8 or 9 monsters in my deck. So, best way to remedy that, use my graveyard as my deck. This is either, you can look at this as a Monster Reborn, you can look at it as a second deck, technically, essentially. Like, this card is broken. I don't know why they didn't do anything to this card. They just danced around it by reducing a Hero Lives and E-Call, because we only ran 2 of those anyway. Next, 3 Gemini Sparks. I'm only running 3 for one reason and one reason only, and that's because I do not have 3 Night Beams. If I had a third Night Beam, one Gemini Spark would be gone. I'd probably take Gemini Spark out as a whole and then just replace it with 2 Warrior Returning Alives, because that's the only reason why Gemini Spark is there, is just for Alias, and I don't have a third Night Beam. 2 A Hero Lives. Pay half your life points. Get that speed, speed, speed. I don't care if I have to pay half my life points. It sets me up for an OTK for you, or just something that you're really going to have to try to get over. I like the one match that I was actually surprised that I won was a Exodia deck, and like for some reason he didn't set a spell or trap card that turn, and then I just decided to go off, and I OTK'd him, which was pretty nice for me anyway, because this guy was like 4-0 in the tournament, and I was 4-0, so we just kept going. We went at it. It was great. 2 E-Call, of course. That speed that we're talking about, search it out. We don't need 3. Screw you, Konami. We play with 2 anyway. Pot of Duality. Just in case we don't draw the pieces that we need, hey, we're still going to get what we need. And of course, 2 Night Beams. This is like, the best way I can describe this is, let's say you're a parent and you have children, and you want to enjoy your time outside, out in town. This is like the babysitter. It is uninterrupted fun for adults, because they cannot respond to it. They just can't respond, and it's beautiful. Like, you'll understand later on in life when you have kids how much fun it is to be able to be without the children. Now for my one-ofs: Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, Rhoda, and Super Poly. Super Poly put in work. Some person summoned a Granosaurus on me using 6 Samurai. I don't understand why he did that. Why he didn't just go into like Zen mains or something like that. But whatever. I took his Granosaurus, made a Nova Master, beat the shit out of his legendary Shein, then proceeded to just win from there. And he never brought that monster back out ever again. Now for the traps, my trap lineup I'm still kind of sort of working on, but this is a solid trap lineup for me. It works for me. I want to find out a way to make it more solid, if that even makes any sense. But this is what we have so far. We have 2 Bottomless, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Solemn Warnings. This I'm kind of iffy on, because, Bottomless, it stops big monsters from getting on the field from smashing your monsters. Deep Prison stops Thunder Kings from blocking you anymore. And this, I'm already paying half my life points with 2 cards. That'll put me down to 2,000. Solemn Warning, I'm thinking about replacing you. I'm sorry, baby, but you've put in work for me for other decks, but it might be that time for us to split. I might have to replace you with Call of the Haunted. She's on the side. She doesn't cost any life points. Um, so just you guys let me know what you think about the Switch if I do it, or just anything else that you guys can think of. Anyway, we're gonna continue on with our traps. Solemn Judgment fits right in. I don't care if I have to pay half. I'm playing 3 cards in my deck that I have to pay half for. Starlight Road, because when you set your whole back row, sometimes you have to set like Monster Reborn, Dark Holes, Heavy Storms of your own. You don't like for it to be interrupted, so Starlight Road. And finally, a card that I really found myself enjoying, so I went and got like the highest rarity that I could find that was at my locals, and it was affordable. Compulsory Evacuation Device. This card puts in work. It's just like, it just says, move bitch, get out of my way. We gotta do some plays. That's pretty much it for this deck profile. I'm still working on my extra deck. Let me go ahead and show you guys my extra deck so far. Running 2 Shinings. Beastly Monster. You can get him between 29 and 3200 first summon. He gets back heroes back to your hand, so he nets you advantage. 0 controls the board. Says, you want to attack me? You want to attack me? My name is Tony Montana, and I like blueberry muffins. Hold on, wait, wrong movie. But yeah, pretty much that's what he does. You can do some really nasty, sick shit with him if you think about it. Like, one thing that I did to another person, I had Shining out, I had 0 out, and I had an Alias out. So what I did, I attacked with 0, attacked with Shining, super polyed my Alias. No, I super polyed my Alias after I attacked with him, and I used 0 and Alias, and then I made another 0. So not only did I get rid of their pesky little blockers like Spirit Reaper, Marshmallow, and stuff like that, but I got to attack for game. So that was pretty good. 0 puts in work. Nova Master. Yes, he's $20. I don't care. This card puts in work. He nets you +1s every time you destroy a monster. It's either they put up a monster so that way you can destroy it and +1 off of it, or they just sit there and leave no monsters on the board. Great Tornado. He's been increasingly putting in work for me. I really like him. He cuts, like, in the Dark World matchup, I came back from 500 life points with this guy. And it was pretty much, like, they were like, oh god, like, they just scooped, they quit. Gaia, he hasn't really done much, but he will be soon. I expect it with the rise of all the machine deck types, like Geargias, Karakuri Geargias, Machina Geargias, especially with Grand Soil. I'm definitely gonna have to like keep him in my extra deck. And my last fusion is gonna be a Elemental Hero, the dark one. I don't know how to speak Portuguese. I'm not even gonna attempt to butcher that name. So, that's pretty much that rounds out my fusion monsters. So for my XYZs, I run 2 Excaliburs, the OTK boy, Blade Armor Ninja, Photon Butterfly Papa, Maystroke. I'm solidly running a Utopia, and then I have Utopia Ray for the just in cases. I'm debating taking him out for another XYZ. If you guys can think of anything, put it down in the comment section. Let me know if what you guys think. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead because this video is hitting on 15 minutes now. We don't want it to hit that long. Sorry it was so long. I just felt like the need to explain stuff. But pretty much, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your moms, tell anybody, subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, 25 likes, we'll go ahead and get that prophecy deck profile. And then, maybe if I can get the rest of my stuff, we'll do another deck profile today. Anyway, later, YouTube.